ODM. And we have the Star. If my director may just pick up the front page of the Star so that we can see we are trying to now quell the bugbears and fears of the whereabouts of the governor of Siaya, James Orengo. And there it says that revealed Orengo in US for medical treatment. Deputy calls for truce as speculation swells over governor's whereabouts. This is what the flag is reading here. This is tomorrow's publication. And, you know, it has been a catnip issue this week regarding his health and what is happening. People were saying, oh, if you see the trolls on social media. But questions were abounding. Why can we have a proper communications, you know, from the county or whichever leaders, sometimes when they're sick, to, you know, quell these fears that has been in the public domain?
You know, Dibal, now sickness is a very personal thing. Yeah. And maybe we assume, all of us, when we go for treatment, we normally assume, oh, it won't take long. Mm-hmm. And then when now you go and start the treatment, you find maybe it was something beyond, and then it prolongs. I agree with you, as you say, the communication. But I think the best communication is good to come from the family. Mm-hmm. If they're able to, you see, the challenge is because we are leaders. Or else, if you are not a leader, I don't think people would be really pushing to really know. But I think it would be good for the family to have that consent to just explain, because I believe they are the ones who are with him. And when he left, I believe he left knowing he was just going for maybe normal check and all that. And I pray that he is now doing well in his treatment. So the speculations, we can speculate, but we can leave it to the family to tell us. Mm.
Right, thank you.
To be kind.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just, Bernard Kitur, thank you for joining us as well. I want just to maybe put tails on what you've been up to as well, especially on the follow-ups of the organ harvesting and the recent, of course, development we've had of the former Member of Parliament, Meshwa, and the spectre of deportation that we had pronouncement from the CS of Health. I wonder how true is this, and you can actually just give us the current state of play from also your findings on this particular issue, because I think it's working concurrently with what also, I think Nikal will also just cue us on what the committee is still doing, because I said I'll be putting tails on this, but you have been on the front line of it. What's the update?
Thank you very much, Dibal. Of course, it's been a while being in this show, and I'm glad that you've been able to bring this also forward, because I think I've been on the media very bold indeed about this unfortunate saga that the illegal organ harvesting, taking advantage of the young people probably who are not employed, taking advantage on the youngness of young people, 20-year-old, 21-year-old, 19-year-old. And I've been very bold since last year when I noted some, single parents who could approach me and tell me systematically the people who are looking for the young people to be able to have their organs being harvested would target people from families whom they know they could not be able to fight or defend themselves, so to say. So I raised this matter last year, November, in Parliament, but it didn't see the light of the day for one reason or the other. But I want to thank that in the reconstituted Health Committee, chaired by one of the most respected individuals, Dr. Nyakal, who is here, have been able to take up this matter. And I did mention a couple of times that my life is, I'm not feeling too safe, indeed, for the occurrences that have happened. I have reported this time and again, because the security apparatus in Uasin Gishu, I would say, is completely permeated by the influence of the money from Mediheal Hospital. What I'm talking about are fact. There was several young people whose organs were harvested. They were lied to, promised so much colossal amount of money, paid so little. The other day when I now came out so boldly, now they are trying to come in and say we want to pay the difference. But what you're talking about is, was it morally right? Was it legal? And I want to thank the committee that was constituted by the minister, the cabinet secretary recently. There was another report that came in before that most of those doctors who participated, several of them refused to sign into it because the findings or the recommendations were all watered down. And so the recent one now is where I think it was firm and almost factual. But I look forward to have the Committee of Health to, you know, when they've gone through that report as well, to come to Eldoret, and I'll be able to demonstrate indeed and bring up for many young people. And I'm talking about hundreds, close to thousands of young people who are taken advantage of and their organs harvested. Finally, it will have so many other links to many other incidences that have happened in our country that I may not want to open that kind of worms.
But before you go there, you mentioned that your life is in danger.
Correct.
Yeah. What nature of danger are you talking about? Have you been receiving calls? What sort of danger are you?
One of the most, the one that I think was a bit scary to me is the day I was supposed to appear before the committee of the health committee. That time, there were very important, crucial documents, because you see, when you appear before the committee, as you lay down your grounds, you must be able to demonstrate how you must be able to justify to the committee why your assertions are credible.